Today we are going to be looking at the markets, but before we do exactly that, I want us to get off this question that you are always asking me. Almost every single day I get a question whereby people ask me where or how do I access the best brokers. And on today's video I actually want us to just do a young review on this best broker that I've been talking about for the past few months, and I want you guys to take a look at it because I've been trading with them successfully and I've as well been able to just successful. One thing that I noticed is that they were able to just even update their dashboard. So I want us to just take a look at it, see some of the improvements that have been made, and on top of that we are going to be getting back on the markets, looking at the markets and seeing how we can capitalize using this broker, because you do know that in the markets, without a broker then you won't be able to access the market, so you do need one. But before we start speaking about all of that, so what I'm going to do is that I've got here some of the trades that I took during the week trading just this one broker, and I actually did manage to deposit some funds. But once I have deposited those funds, I actually wanted to execute trades, take some of the signals that I was producing and stuff, just to see how is the execution speed, how actually is there, basically the spread wise, like all these things that we mentioned, even the commissions. Is it too much? Do I lose in the longer run? But so far I can simply see that like you can see here, it's a dollar account, so you can see these are the trades that I took on 0.01s. You can see that I started trading it on the 4th of this month, which is like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. But yeah, a week ago I meant. So you can see that some of these trades here, yes, I did take some few losses here and there, $300, $200, 300, and all those numbers. But one thing that I like is that obviously with our strategy, whenever I do happen to actually be in profits, one profits can actually put me like 3 weeks or 2 weeks or a lot of profits ahead. So you can see here that we've got GBP we made 750. We've got here GBP again, we made $1,800, and then we lost here $400, we lost $600. Then we made like maybe $85 from this was a break-even trade. But as well, we came back for GBP and then we made $1,430. So far we are up by at least $1,000. But this is not even just that, because on my pound account I actually made close to similar. This one here was not even me using risk, not even using risk like that, but not like sticking to my 1%. Just me looking at the execution speed, the pendings, the profits, what lot sizes should I be using on each and every, because lot sizes are different. Like let's say for instance, other brokers do not have 0.01s on indices, you understand, and other brokers actually do offer that. So yeah, you can see that's what we actually done with it. And obviously if you guys are thinking it's a real account, you can easily see. But yeah, we just done all of that, and the execution on it, I would say that it's actually dope. It's beautiful. I love it. Even the spread, looking for spread wise, like let's say if you're scalping the markets, look at this is already on the 1 minute time frame. I can execute a trade now and like close to be on negatives, close to be in profits as soon as I've executed. Let's say if it does happen, you can see already I'm at break even right here. It's just covering up some of the charges. You can see here, just by closing here, boom, I've made some few profits. Let me just close, boom, I've made some few profits. Let's see for today, boom, yes, we've made $1. So that's just like me showing you guys in terms of execution, how the market happens and stuff. So now let us just take a look at in here. So I remember that a few months ago, I made a few videos talking about AAAFX, and on this video, I'm not going to be talking about all the informations about where they come from and stuff, but instead, I'll just put the link down in the description whereby you can get that or check that video out, whereby it has all the details that are needed. So what's going to happen now is to show you guys how you can go about funding. So in terms of funding, obviously, this is what your dashboard actually would look like. Very nice and easy and simple. That's one thing that I like and appreciate about it. So you can see that it has manage accounts, fund, bonus, become a partner, all tools. So what I do is that you can easily just come here at fund, and then you can choose, like let's say now I can choose my trading account. I can easily just say, let's say for instance I choose this, and then I can just come up and say maybe by a number. I can just come here and say it's either I want to deposit, I want to withdraw, I want to view some of the transaction. But if I want to deposit, obviously then now I have to come back and look at the payment that's more comfortable for me. Normally I'm more comfortable with crypto. You can see Bitcoin takes up to 30 minutes in terms of processing, but I like it. It's much more faster. Even in terms of withdrawal, I can get payments same day. And here you can see there's your Netellers. It's been a while since I've used these. There's your e-wallets, okay, and there's this Bankwire, which basically you send money to the bank. There's some of them, they take time. You can see 2 to 3 days, but the more popular one is actually the Visa or MasterCard payment. All you do is just come here, you fund, you choose the amount that you want to fund with. Let's say now, for instance, I want to fund with $300. I just come here, I say fund 300, fund with $300. And once I just get here and say fund with $300, all they're gonna need from me is like literally my card details. I can just come here and say payment. I put down my card details. If I press here, it's actually gonna show them up. I put them down, and as soon as I put them down, I press pay. Then boom, it's gonna pull from my bank account. Then it's gonna immediately show into my bank account, into my trading account of AAAFX. That's one of the most easiest way that you can go about into funding your account. So remember guys, like we did speak on the previous video, I just want to recap on some of the things that are actually important here. There's leverage of up to 500x on that specific account that you're trading 500 times. And on top of that, you've got like close to a loss spreads of 0.0 pips. And I like the fact that there's multiple global regulations here and there. There's even FSCA. If I may just look at it, you can see here. FSCA, you can see here's the license number here. And so I love this. I feel like it's a bit more comfortable to know that you're actually trading with the registered broker to trade. And on top of that, yes, there's all these assets that you can actually be invested or trading in. You guys do know if you're trading currency, you get all of that. If you're also trading indices, you get access to literally that. And why should you be joining, let's say AAAFX, if you do happen to want to trade with them? Obviously, the trading conditions are much more better. There's no hidden markups. So normally you'd see other brokers would hide certain things. Like let's say, for instance, when the price is supposed to be $11, they can see 11.3. That $3 is their cut. So you don't notice that because it's small fees, but it actually messes you up in the longer term run. And there's a lot of liquidity pools. So there's basically grade level what is it, guaranteed liquidity at all price levels. So basically you'll get decent prices that are available at most times. And technology, they use the best technology. This is something I can agree with. And servers in top notch. Yes, I can highly agree with this. Ultra fast withdrawal, free withdrawals within 12 hours. I haven't yet made a withdrawal yet within this, but with Bitcoin I understand that it's same day, so I know for sure there's going to be same day without a doubt, guys. And yeah, I'm just too excited in terms of everything that I'm seeing here, all the information that I'm seeing here. You can see here we've got over 100% deposit bonus, nothing to lose but something to gain. This is something that you can get when you've only deposited with a minimum of $100. Just go through it, request the bonus. You can request for it. On my side I just didn't, but you can as well do it. Even we did mention about the Zulu trade, whereby you are as well able to copy other different types of traders out there. You can perfectly do all of that. So now this is one of the things that you need to do. You need to register. It takes literally within a minute. You need your KYC, which is them to confirm your registration, which takes literally less than 10 minutes to confirm and approve. You deposit, which takes less than 10 minutes. And on top of that, now you can start trading. And all of this, you can say, it says that it takes a process of at least less than 15 minutes, guys. So what are you waiting for? Get your account set up and start trading today. So now let us take a look at the markets and how we can capitalize from the markets. Now that we've got the information and knowledge of getting the right brokers, funding, registering and funding with them, let us see how we can get those trades in order to execute using these perfect brokers. Okay guys, so now looking at the markets here, and just by a quick young flex, the previous week it was a beautiful week. We actually did manage to capitalize here. I'm sure you guys did see the trade on S&P 500. We bought here, went all the way up with it. It took profit here, but it took us out with minimum somewhere around these levels here. But that was it. And GBP JPY as well, we made the most. With this one here, we bought it here, and boom, it went up. And then just before it went down, we actually put some locks here, and then we took maximum profits exactly here. Came back, it retested, and then it went all the way up to take profit, but we took so much. With this one here, we made like close to over 3.3 percentages. But yeah, that's actually what happened for the previous week. But it's a new week, guys, so let us take a look at how we can take advantage of the market on this beautiful new week. So all I'll do is that I'll just be refreshing this. I'm bringing it to the most recent right here, because I understand that yes, price did play out how it did the previous week, but we need to as well be able to just observe how we want price to be so we can capitalize from those benefits. Okay, let me just bring it here, 4 hour right here. Okay, price came all the way down to here. Okay, I can see it. It broke some of the daily lows and stuff, but yeah, came back, it retested here. But let me just use this. So this is what I'm looking at. This is our Friday's low, and the highs are right here. The highs, no, this is Thursday's low, and the highs right here. Okay, So what I'll do is that I'll just come here to the 15-minute. Let me remove this. I've got what I needed from this. I don't need this anymore. So what I'm more likely to do now is that I need to observe where price is giving us some area of liquidity. Right here you can see that we've got sort of like resistance, support. So price broke out here and it resisted. So I'm putting here to see what's going to happen in the next few days. And here obviously, if I may just increase this, I can see obviously some area of resistance right here, resistance and support. So we're coming a bit more up here, but what I'm more likely to do is just come here and put this down here, because what this would do is that it will help me be able to spot these next future movements. So let's say, for instance, now on the 15-minute, I can spot that price is most definitely, even if I may put up my trend lines, something similar to this, I can spot that price is most definitely going to be going all the way to the upside, up high, maybe retest here and still go all the way up. So if, let's say, for instance, I'm interested in taking this trade, I can take stop loss below, take profit here. That's how I can go about it. But obviously I'm more likely to just let it slide, because I just wanted to play a bit more out. It's gonna maybe go all the way up to here. Once it gets here, it can reject, go a bit more down. Or even if that doesn't happen, we can see price just like start to, when it gets somewhere around here, we get some resistance, on which it's very possible. It's very, very, very possible right here. Let me just put this, show you guys how it is possible. Can see here we had some previous resistance here, so price can easily just start pushing when it does get here, and then it starts like giving us those sellers. Like let's say when it does get here, and then we get sellers here, and then boom, then sell again here, boom, then maybe sell again here, boom. That can happen. Something we need to be looking out if it does happen to show itself. But maybe if that's not going to be happening, then obviously what I'll do is that I'm more likely to just wait for price to go a bit more to the upside here, and then once it does break out and then it retest here, then obviously I'll start looking for buys maybe as well somewhere around this level here, which is also a possibility. But that's what I'm looking at on US 100. There's a chance that we can either go all the way up to here, or we can just retest here and then continue going down. Because if I may as well just take my Fibonacci all the way from the high to the low, it can be a specific level that we retrace it here. You can see 38.2, and this level that I did mention, it's a 38.2 level. So there's a higher chance that we can see price retracing around those levels. But it's okay. Let us see US 500, what we actually took advantage of throughout the week. US 500. Yes, so it's similar to the same thing on US 500. I'm more likely to say it's similar, because looking at it, obviously this area, we had this area that we also took out on US 100, and as well this area right here. So what I'm more likely to do, I'm just more likely to put this, and yeah, basically this is here. I've got this area as well right here being our low if it does happen to go all the way down. And okay, this area, let me just do this, go all the way down to the 15-minute, so I can manage it and observe it nicely. 15-minute, same thing. I've got this area being my rejected area right here. So so what I'm more likely to do as well is that I'm gonna dive a bit more too deep into it, and I'll just try to see what happened. Like because now I can see that we've got, yes, this area has rejected before, that I know, that I saw. But I also want to be able to spot in terms of this, is it either going to be a double top, a double top, boom, go down, then maybe I can sell, or how do I eventually take advantage of this? Like, how do I eventually take advantage? Those are some of the things that I'll be looking at. But so far, I'll just put a management line, something close to like this. And once I've got this management line like this, obviously I'll just wait to see what's happening here, and then I'm more likely to take advantage. But as well, even if I may just put my Fibonacci all the way from here and here, I think I can see an entry, something I want to be sharing with the private members soon, but I think I'm seeing an entry. And yeah, I'm just excited, guys. I am just excited. Okay, so let me just put this here to show I did spot an entry here. And let us take a look at GBP JPY. Obviously, we have to take a trade from GBP JPY. What's a market forecasting without GBP JPY for real? Okay, so I can see in terms of this was our previous resistance. It broke out. So now basically we are looking for any area that can show us that we are in a buying mode, because so far I can see price has confirmed so many times that we're buying. Price has confirmed so many times we've bought, we've made profits from buying, but now it's time for us to capitalize from the sellers. I mean, we did make money from buying, going all the way up. We still are going to be going all the way up until here, making some of those profits. So we have to just be a bit more wise with how we're going into capitalizing. So what happens is that, let me just come down here and then be able to just focus a bit more on this. Copy this, paste it here, bring it all the way here, so I can have this area guide for me right here. Okay, let me not make it be that huge. Boom. Okay, so obviously you can see price rejected, boom, broke out, came back, tested support. So our first entry obviously is here where I am, because I can see that we've got this area 1 hour candle that confirmed. Our stop loss can easily be right here below, and our take profit obviously is all the way up to here. Boom, all the way up to here, but we'll just have to manage it, because I'm more likely to dive into the 15-minute and see how I can actually take advantage of the 15-minute, because even here I could have gotten better entry if only I just sweat a bit, either because take a look at this hammer right here, and as well that touches that we got here. First touch, second touch, third touch right here, hammer. So as soon as price broke out, I would have had a buy stop somewhere around here, and obviously stop loss somewhere here, somewhere below. Yeah, it's a bit too huge in terms of 60 pips, but I can take this, and yeah, we're going all the way to the upside with it. But it'll just be something that we manage, something that we observe. I understand that the markets can never be a standing still. Remember that I also use a rule whereby we actually do focus more on re-entries. That rule, what I do is that when the market happens to go in, when the market actually I execute it and it hits my stop loss, I'm more likely to do what? To take that loss, accept, admit to it, but I'm going to reanalyze and then come back with a much more better strategy, not even strategy, a much more better entry execution spot. And when I do happen to get that, it'll give me a much more better risk compared to reward, which will bring back my losses, put me in profits, and put me weeks ahead. So that's one of the things that I actually do look at when I do happen to analyze. But for now, I'm just going to lay low, continue to just look at some of these setups so I can share with the Private Signals members. If you're not yet in the group, obviously guys, the link is in the description where you can get access to our Private Signals group. I'll see you guys on the next YouTube video. It's your boy Lusomo Tupi. Thank you so much for watching.